standing in Arlington National Cemetery, which is one of our major national cemeteries for veterans, anyone who has served in the military or who's been killed in action. I wanted to do this as a part of Veterans Day ceremonies back home in Nebraska because I think this is one of the most special places in Washington, D.C. The beautifully ordered white headstones nestled along these beautiful green hills are such a powerful reminder of those who have served our country, many of whom have sacrificed ultimately with their lives. So as a part of honoring our veterans, I thought it was appropriate to bring a little bit of attention to this beautiful place of rest, this important place in celebration of the honor and dignity of all those who have served, and this very historic place. I think it's a beautiful, not only a place of rest, but it's a wonderful place to visit in Washington. In fact, one of my favorite places to come and to be reflective and to think about the profound history and the meaning of this special place. Major Gardner is from Virginia here, and the Major serves as a liaison for the cemetery, working on special events and special affairs, coordinating special affairs for the cemetery. This Veterans Day, you were talking about the wreath laying that is going to occur as a lead up to Christmas, and usually a section of the cemetery is laid with wreaths because it's so massive it's difficult to do the whole thing. But this year, apparently, all graves will receive wreaths. I think that's a beautiful sentiment.
It's a way for us all to pay tribute to all the veterans, not just one section, but all of them here in the cemetery.
Yeah. Yes. Now, how did you choose to join the Army and enter into military life?
My father was actually in the Navy, sir. My grandfather was also. I added some jointness to the family, but it was just kind of a calling. This is what we do with my family.
Good. Well, we thank you for your service. What's very special to me as well, the Major and I are standing here in front of the tomb of Captain Luther Sexton Fortenberry, who was my grandfather, who's buried here in Arlington National Cemetery. Captain Fortenberry was deployed in August of 1944 and killed in northern France in November of that year. He was buried initially at the Church of St. Mary Glees, which was a major battle during the D-Day effort, but then re-interned here in Arlington in 1948. So Major, thank you for not only accommodating us today, but giving me a little special time with a member of my own family.
Yes, sir. Pleasure having you here. Thank you.
A team of active duty military personnel trained diligently and work around the clock to guard and preserve the final resting place of Arlington's countless American heroes, including the tomb of the unknown soldier.
Well, we're in the headquarters of the Honor Guard of the Tomb of the Unknown Soldier, and we're here with Specialist Brizell from Houston, Texas, who's a member of the Guard. And Specialist, thanks so much for your willingness to spend a little time with us today.
Absolutely.
The tomb is right outside here, located in Arlington National Cemetery. It's my understanding that the Honor Guard is a part of the oldest regiment in the United States Army.
Yes, sir.
In America. So why don't you give us a little bit of a history of the regiment, and then specifically what you do as one of the guards who actually watches the Tomb of the Unknown Soldier.
Absolutely. Well, we are a part of the 3rd Infantry Regiment, also known as the Old Guard because of its historic presence, it being the oldest regiment in the Army. You have to be a member of the Old Guard of the 3rd Infantry Regiment before you actually come down for the Tomb Guard training. It is a volunteer training program. They say that we're 3-time volunteers. Not only do we enlist, we also volunteer for the Old Guard, and we volunteer for service at the tomb.
When was the regiment founded?
In 1784. So,
Tell us what it means to be a member of the Honor Guard and to guard the Tomb of the Unknown Soldier.
yes, sir. Well, it's a great privilege. My relief, my peers, the words that we use constantly is self-pride, personal pride. Everything we do here is representation of the unknown soldiers, and not only those physical soldiers, the representation of what you see here in the cemetery, the sacrifice of every soldier, representing the soldiers who are deployed right now, both in combat and non-combat situations, away from their loved ones, away from their family. The veterans as well. We see veterans come every day to this cemetery, and we represent every day that we come to work for those soldiers and those men.
And it's a privilege for me to spend a little bit of time with you and the other members of the Guard who are doing extraordinary service for our country.
Thanks, sir.
Your dedication, your honor, your precision are very meaningful to me, but I think you uphold the highest of America's traditions. So thank you very much.
Absolutely, sir. Thank you very much.
Specialist.